People say if I marry someone outside of my race, I cannot be racist. That's not true.
I don't care what your mouth says anymore. I want to know what your behavior says. When I went to the board chair and I asked, why didn't you consider me for the position? You knew I wanted it. I've already worked here 18 months. I brought in 75% of the new clients and what have you. Why didn't you let me do it? And she says, well, we found another person who's better qualified, has more experience than you, yada, yada, yada. But when I saw the reception for this new executive director for the organization, and the first thing came out of her mouth was, I don't know why they hired me from this job. I have never run a nonprofit organization in my life.
Imagine having to go into a store and have all of the associates come to help you when there are 50 other people in the store that they let roam and do whatever they want to. And when you say, I'm browsing, I'll come talk to you when I'm ready, or if I have a question, I'll come, then they continue to follow you over and over.
Racism really is, when you boil down to it, a matter of the heart.
So I would say listen with an open heart and in mind. Stop judging and prejudging.
And so nobody can speak for our experiences but us. Nobody can tell us what we have gone through if you haven't walked in my shoes. And with white skin, even your perception and your interpretation of what I have gone through is clouded, because you don't have to keep going home to the same area I live in.
Educating yourself about what is really going on in the background. Looking at how laws are changed very subtly. Definitions in the dictionary are changed over the years to keep people from getting so defensive.
Why you always try to tell me how I should feel? Oh, don't feel that way. No, you don't live in my skin. You don't live in my body. You don't live in my experience. You don't live in my environment. You don't live in my travels. You don't live in my workforce.
And maybe just, sitting down at the table, breaking bread together, and really just sharing each other's hearts and being open to correction. I always tell people, this first time you're thinking this way, you're not going to get it right all the time. You're not going to say all the words perfect. You're not going to understand all these things, but I'll correct you in love, so that we can still be open to the dialogue, open to seeing how we can help.
Can you be my best friend? Can I take you home to my people and let you hang around and hear all our craziness?
And if you want to be an ally, this is a lifelong fight.
Unless we make the decision, a conscious decision, that we are going to do something differently, because not that necessarily my brain tells me it's the right or wrong thing to do, but my heart really does.
So you can use some of that privilege to bring us along. Open a door that may not be open for us any other way. Hey, put in a good word. I know someone who would be a great fit for this position. Go into those schools, like I say, and find those children who have that drive and that intellect and everything that, want to do something bigger and better, and bring them along.
Will you allow me to be not only a member of your church, but can I sit on your board? Can I help you make those decisions that are necessary to make sure that as born-again baptized believers in Christ Jesus, everybody is treated with the same love that Jesus himself gave himself, sacrificial love.
We live in a world where we have to interact, and it takes somebody else, and teaching kids young how to interact with people that don't look like us, don't think like us, or not in our environments is so important.
We want to just be seen as human beings and loved for just who we are, regardless of the color of our skin.
I hope that you guys will stay in the fight with us, because we need you. We're a minority in both ways, and we cannot do it without the help of other people.